back to another video. I want to break down some trading mistakes that I used to make and that you probably make as well. And I'm going to show you some confluence also with these mistakes, and just how to be patient and wait for that setup that's going to end up being better in the long run instead of just jumping into the first trade that you see. This is NQ, and this goes along with any trade, whether it's NQ, futures, individual stocks, whatever, and that is adjusting your levels. Don't be set in stone on a level because it will lower your chances of success. So I'm going to break this down about how to move your levels when they get tested and fail in order to create a more accurate level that's going to give you a higher probability of success. All right, so here we have NQ. It's the E-minis. So you can see here it's the last 2 days. This is just a 5-minute chart. What I would do after I've charted my top-down analysis from daily to hourly to 15-minute down to the 5-minute, and I'm looking for those trade opportunities, I'll mark all my highs on the pre-market. So this was the highest high on the pre-market. I'm going to mark it. We have 2 touches there. And then down here we have a lot of chop and support at the bottom down here on the pre-market. And I'm going to put it below, right, just in this area. And I'm just going to treat it as an area and not an exact point. You can see here we opened up and we broke that area and we pushed above. And I talk about confirmation, not taking that first candle, wait till it closes and then get that second candle drive. But we didn't really have much of a drive here, and this looks like at first a good trade setup. But if you go over and you're using your confluence with the NQ, looking at stocks such as Nvidia on the same time frame, when NQ was pushing up, Nvidia was headed down, and then it also made a lower high, signaling a downtrend. Same with Apple. Kind of the same chart, lower high, trending down. So even though NQ broke above that area, we didn't have any confluence with the rest of the tech stocks to enter this trade. And if you bought here, you maybe would have made a little bit if you were quick on the buttons. But if you're new and learning, there's a good chance you would have took a L on that trade as soon as it broke down, and it broke down pretty hard. And then we have this low. It came down, it tested that low, it closed below, but it did not break and continue. So there's no trade there. So if you're trying to trade and you got in this trade, there's a chance you made very little, maybe a scalp, or you got burnt, and then you come down here and you try to buy this reversal or sell this bottom break and go short, and it reverses on you and you lose again. Neither one of these are a trade for me. Here, because we didn't have the confluence, and here because we didn't have that push and continuation down. And what I'll do is I'll move that level down at that wick. So I only want to take it if it breaks below that wick and I get confirmation and I get that continuation candle. You can see here we continued to make lower highs. We stayed pretty much below the EMAs. It tried to make a run here above VWAP and failed. And then here on the 5-minute time frame, we got that break below that low that we just plotted, and then we got the drive here. And this is where we would have entered this trade, and I'll typically hold it below the 9 EMA. Another way you could treat this trade is you could have got in here, that rejection on the 9 EMA with that continuation candle, or even added to the position. Now if you look here, this was around, the break was around 12 o'clock. If you go back to Nvidia, Apple, and Microsoft, You can see here around 12 o'clock, it's trending down as well on NVIDIA. Below its EMAs. 12 o'clock on Apple, it's kind of flat. Microsoft, around 12 o'clock, it dumped. So 2 out of the 3 main stocks that I watch to trade with the NASDAQ, they're also continuing down. So I have that break and continuation candle along with that confluence with these other stocks. So if a stock comes down and it wicks, move your level. Don't just be set in stone with, say you had a level in here. Don't take this trade because you don't have confluence and you don't have a continuation candle. You would have got burnt on a short on this trade. What we can do is then move your level below that rejection of those wicks, and then come and find wait till later till it comes back to that level, and then it closes under and continues to the downside. This is a much better, higher success rate trade than just taking that immediate break below a level or above a level. You need that close, that push higher or push lower on that second candle, along with the confluence. This is super easy setup that you can use every single day to make money. And typically, when you break that range, as you can see here, like on Microsoft, it's just in a range. It's just trading in this range. You had some opportunities long, but you have a bigger push typically when it breaks below a range or above a range. You usually have a much larger move that's going to create a much better opportunity for you. But hopefully that helps you guys. Appreciate stopping by the channel. Drop a like, subscribe, and comment below anything that you'd like to learn in the future.